I think this movie is so good. This movie is so good. Also, who knew Chris Pine could sing? I had no idea. And Meryl Streep? Hey guys, it's Kristen, and today I am talking about Into the Woods, and Home Before Dark. I thought it would be fitting to sit in front of my Christmas tree because trees come from the woods, and also this movie came out on Christmas Day, so yes! It is about a bunch of fairy tales that are all rolled into one. There's Rapunzel and Cinderella and the baker and his wife and Jack and the Beanstalk and Red Riding Hood, and it is a great story. It's a musical, so if you like musicals, you will like this. It's a Stephen Sondheim musical that they adapted from the theater to the movie theater. This film stars so many big people. We've got Anna Kendrick, Chris Pine, Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt. There's just so many people in this film, and I was really impressed because a lot of the times I feel like when they adapt a musical for the movies, they get people that can't sing, or they get people that are good singers but not that great of actors, and it's kind of like you either get one or the other. But in this movie, I felt like everyone was really strong musically. There was no one that I could pick out and be like, that person was the weak link, goodbye. And Meryl Streep, can we just talk about how insanely amazing she was? I had no idea she could sing. I was just like mind blown over how awesome she was. While I'm a big theater geek, I have to admit, Into the Woods is a show that I don't really know very well. I haven't seen it. I've never been in it. I do know some of the music. I wish more than life. More than anything, I wish. So going into it, watching the movie, I felt like the first 75% of it, which was mainly like telling all of the stories and kind of interweaving them together, was awesome. Right when I thought the movie was gonna end, it actually didn't end and it just kept going. There was like this whole thing with the baker's wife and the prince, and then was like this giantess that was, you know, kind of messing up the whole kingdom, and that is where I kind of felt like the story was losing me a little bit. Maybe in the musical it kind of like keeps the momentum going, but I felt like after a certain part in the movie I was just kind of like, is this still going? This movie is so long! One of my favorite things after watching a movie like this is to kind of compare the differences between the movie and the musical and see like what was different, what did they change. So one of the first differences that I found out is that there is a narrator in the musical, and in this musical movie it was the baker who was narrating everything. There is a character called the Mysterious Man in the musical who actually ends up being the baker's father. We do get to see the baker's father like briefly, but he didn't have like a role that like was recurring. The princes actually have this like subplot in the musical where they are kind of over Cinderella and Rapunzel, and they start going after different princesses, Snow White and Sleeping Beauty. The death of Jack's mother was a little bit bigger and more violent in the musical versus the movie, which I feel like wasn't really portrayed very well because it kind of just looked like she fell over and like would be fine, but that was not the case. And then when they said that she was dead, I was kind of like, wait, she's dead? Oh. Rapunzel actually had a little bit bigger of a story arc in the musical. She actually has twins, and she also is killed. None of those things happen in the movie. In fact, Rapunzel is actually one of the only people who has a pretty happy ending at the end of the story, and she goes off with her prince and they ride off into the sunset and never come back. And I found out a bunch of songs from the musical were cut out of the movie. That includes I Guess This Is Goodbye, Maybe They're Magic, First Midnight, Ever After, So Happy, The Agony Reprise, and No More. So in case you were hoping to see those songs in the movie, unfortunately they're not. Out of everything though, there was just one thing that drove me crazy. I have no idea if they solved this in the musical, but Rapunzel and the baker never found out that they were actually siblings. Why not? They like brought up this whole thing about there being this like sister that he had that was taken by the witch, and then we meet her and then there's no like resolving this whole situation. And also Cinderella and Rapunzel both had like weird kind of like magical powers in a way, where Rapunzel's tears brought back her prince's eyesight, and Cinderella could like talk to birds. I just felt like it was just kind of out of left field, and it didn't really, you know, have like an explanation, or it didn't really like, you know, nobody else had magical powers other than those two, and then like the witch who then lost her powers, and then she kind of like reversed her curse, but then she turned into goo. Is that what happened? It was a little confusing towards the end. But overall, good movie. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've seen the movie, make sure to leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite song was. What was my favorite song? I liked Agony. I thought that one was really funny with the princess being super dramatic. And then I also really liked On the Steps of the Palace because you kind of get this inside peek into what Cinderella is thinking. I hope that based on how successful it is, this year, that maybe they'll bring back the show to Broadway because I would love to see it on a Broadway stage. I think that would be really awesome. I will leave my social media links in the description box below, so make sure to check those out. And if you like my videos, click that subscribe button because I come out with new ones every week. Alright, see ya!